I'm about to get some kids from my neighborhood to try the sauce. Everyone in the world is boring. Everyone's boring. Y'all not gonna hurt my feelings. You're not gonna hurt my feelings. If you don't like it, like, it don't matter. I want y'all opinion. Like, I want y'all to be honest, okay? They're all boring.
You know the saying, when you fall and fail, try and try again. Well, sometimes I think that maybe, just maybe, you should accept failure and keep those butt cheeks on the ground. You know, like me trying to play basketball and or Chef P still trying to sell everyone her pink sauce that had many health issues, getting people landed in the hospital, and allegedly some cases of botulism. And now she's angry that people are asking, is it safe, because she is selling it again.
Do you realize you on my page talking about some inaccurate information from 2 years ago? Like, leave me alone, because I'm gonna continue to do me and y'all ain't stopping me.
This is the TikTok lady that sent out dairy products during some of the hottest months of the year without any ice packs. Didn't know what the FDA stood for.
What do you mean FDA approved? I don't sell medical products.
And now she's mad that people want to know if the product that she's reselling,
It says refrigerate. I'm just a little worried about it being swollen.
is safe or not. She's mad at us. Okay, all right, let's dive into the woman who got all the chances in the world to be successful. They literally handed to her on a golden, no, a pink platter, and she just threw it all away because of pride and stubbornness. Get your goggles, we're jumping it. Veronica Shaw, also known as Chef P or Chef Pie. I might be saying that wrong, but the pink sauce is part of her brand. Me saying things wrong is part of my brand. I'm pretty sure I heard everybody say Chef P, Chef Pie. If I'm wrong, I'll go out and go buy pink sauce and taste it. What am I agreeing to? Oh well, I'll worry about it later. Veronica Shaw, also known as Chef P on TikTok, quickly became an overnight star, a trendsetter, an overnight success in 2022 when the Miami Mama started posting food with a very hyper-pigmented sauce while she looked into the camera and showed it off. People would go bonkers for this. They wanted to buy it, and she thought, yeah, I can sell this to you guys. Well, people quickly learned that just because someone has chef in their name on TikTok doesn't mean they are well-versed, educated, or know all the ins and outs of being a chef, like cleanliness. I was super curious on what made Chef P an actual chef. Did she go to school? Did she get trained like Sanji did from a young age to always make an impeccable, delicious, but safe dish while an angry-looking old man with one leg breathed over her shoulder? Or did she just put it in her TikTok bio? According to what I read on Google, young Veronica was actually been cooking since she was 8 years old, and she ended up really liking it.
I started working in the culinary industry in fine dining around 2012, and that's where I picked up like this amazing aspiration to become a chef.
A few years ago though, she was actually a full-time nursing student, and once she gained traction on TikTok and Instagram, she became a private chef and going to people's homes to create a elaborate and innovative dining experience where she shows up with Marge Simpson wig, but pink, and waves deviled eggs in your face while she stares deep into your soul. Hey, she said it was gonna be an experience, and I think that would be an experience. Well, she would start doing the same type of video editing or videos with her pink sauce, and the pink sauce would quickly go to the top. She would start trending. She knew exactly what the girlies like, and the girlies like pink. Apparently, many people also want to eat it. Pepto-Bismol knows it.
So what we do is you're gonna pour that right on there.
Veronica, you might not want to make videos like that, especially with the stuff that came out after this. After Veronica's video of her eating fried chicken drenched in this mysterious pink sauce, it went absolutely viral. $20 a pop is all you need to also drench your fried chicken in this pink liquid. And you know what America said? Absolutely yes, please. We will buy that. Sales were through the roof. She was making money, baby.
The pink sauce is a household staple. It's one of those sauces that you're gonna be like, hey, I gotta get back to the store to refill.
But as quickly as the money piled up, the reviews would swiftly come on in, and they were anything but good. Most were very, very bad.
Chicken nugget in a circle, twiddle twiddle, and took a bite, and I feel so bad for hating this.
It's like spicy, but it tastes like And
videos started coming in of people reviewing the sauce, tasting the sauce live, and this pink sauce would become the most controversial sauce that I have ever heard of. The biggest concern being food safety. People had bloated bottles, some had black chunks floating in the sauce. There was just this tiny concern that there's milk in the sauce and she's sending them out during the hottest months of the year with absolutely no ice packs. Well, people had a lot of questions, and unfortunately, Chef P would answer them. And unfortunately for Chef P, she's not the best talker, and this would lead to a very embarrassing video where she didn't even know anything about the FDA when she calls herself a chef.
Approved? What do you mean FDA approved? I don't sell medical products. The pink sauce is not a medical product. The pink sauce don't contribute to your health. I never said that. Did I?
This went absolutely viral, and when it was going viral, I was always wondering, what are the people doing who ate the sauce?
Brian, would you hand me the fat man's fancy puking hat?
Anyway, the FDA video controversy would then lead to the very odd video of the FDA making a house call, arriving at Chef P's house, and her just awkwardly filming the whole thing.
Became aware of this issue. We also let our customers know that we are working expeditiously to correct any issues that we, are facing right now today for the pink sauce to be as successful as it needs to be, and also to, show the people that actually support the sauce that it is safe, and we are taking the precautions to make sure that they are not worried about their health concerns.
People said that's not how this works, and I got very curious and looked it up, and this little article said, yeah, they do occasionally will make house calls if it's that bad. But the first tip in this article that they gave was try not to panic. And with how big Chef P's eyes are in this video, well, I can say that she's doing a perfect job. Everything was going to plan, except the exact opposite of what I just said. Along with the very unsafe product, some people were not even receiving their orders. Chef P was completely overworked and didn't take into account how many orders were going to be placed. The pink sauce was definitely high in demand. And right when every YouTuber who titled their videos, "Pink Sauce Lady is done, Pink Sauce Lady over failure," oh God, she's never gonna be able to feed her children. She's delusional. I don't understand. My business was going so well, and now no one's buying my product. Anybody, buy my sauce. One of the biggest manufacturing companies flew down from their very rich business building like Batman and said,
Chef P, you get a lot of views. We would like to profit off of this. I mean, help you.
And that company would be Dave's Gourmet. And this was probably the worst move for Dave's Gourmet because they would soon find out that Chef P is just a nightmare to work with. So even though Chef P did everything wrong, she still was getting carried to the top. People were still rooting for her. She appeared on this talk show where one of the people who purchased her product got brought onto the show to just get hated by the whole audience, by the host.
I think at the end of the day, I think this is a moment of reflection. I think the learning is more on your part.
Yes.
Okay. And that's being real.
And by Chef P herself.
It was fabricated.
To be honest, you're not special. You're not special, okay? And also, and I'm gonna touch your hand when I say this. When I said that you're not special, I meant that as you're not special as far as someone trying to hurt me.
Everyone sided with Chef P when her product could have hurt one of these customers. Keep in mind, all this woman did was be a fan, order the product, and reviewed it on the internet like everybody else. Oh, and then she sent it out to get tested because it was suspicious upon arrival, like everybody else. And Chef P did not like that. But she also sent milk products in the mail.
I'm willing to send this to be tested to see if it does have the botulism that everybody's talking about.
And for some reason, Chef P was under the impression that this random customer who paid her money was the one that was supposed to help her in somehow and not review her product negatively. And the most major things that she got was Dave's Gourmet, a big company, wanted to mass produce her sauce.
I've grown tremendously in a very short amount of time. I have a product coming to stores really soon in like the beginning of this year.
The sauce that was making people sick, the sauce that had people going to the hospital, the same sauce that had black chunks in it. Getting mass produced is huge. Getting on the shelves is huge. Getting on a Walmart shelf is ginormous. People work very hard to get there, and they have to be pristine, they have to be perfect, they have to be able to market, they have to be perfect in everything. And here she is, black chunks and all, able to get on the shelves of Walmart. All because of TikTok. Never let anyone tell you you can't. Always know you can. Girlie was over the moon. She showed the haters. She hit it big. Big bucks, baby. Eating diamond noodles with diamond pink sauce. There were these videos of her going into Walmart in all pink, of course, to film herself getting her product off the shelf. And honestly, that would be me. I would totally do that. Unfortunately though, for her, eating diamond noodles and shoving it in all the haters' faces would soon disintegrate. And the haters would rise up as Chef Down would quickly run out of money. Pink sauce hit the shelves in 2023 and quickly went to the clearance rack as sales were extremely low. Many people said that it didn't look like the hyper-pigmented sauce from the videos.
I look down, it's the motherfucking pink sauce. This shit is nowhere near pink at all. That as seen on TikTok and Instagram.
It just looked like an off color of a not so exciting sauce. I was paired with Chef P, who was not the most likable person on the internet. And the more the money ran out, the more Chef P showed people how unlikable she is and started to slander Dave Gourmet, saying that they didn't even pay her and demanding that they need to stop selling her products. Dave's Gourmet would then make a public statement saying that they actually did pay her $120,000 to be exact, which then came out that she spent all that money on Airbnbs, birthday parties, hotels, and whatever else she wanted. Once that got exposed, she would then get on the internet and make a statement about that.
First of all, I want to acknowledge this $120,000 that they've responded to the blog saying that they paid me. So number one, it wasn't an upfront payment of $120,000 straightforward. It was sent to me partially, but they were partial payments, and then also a huge chunk of that money went towards me paying for Airbnb and paying for hotels because, mind y'all, I was homeless for 6 months.
In the end, Dave's Gourmet posted all of the receipts, the contract, everything that showed Chef P either didn't read the contract she signed, or she's willingly being dense and lying to everyone to be a victim, or delusional, or all three.
What do you mean FDA approved?
But even after the company proved everything, Chef P would go on and say, this company used me. They took her recipe and they aren't paying her all the money that the company's making.
My royalty is supposed to be paid to me before any expenses. When I received my royalty for Q1, it was paid to me before any expenses. Now that I'm uncomfortable and they know that I would have been hiring legal help, they make this bogus excuse as to why they're putting expenses on top of my royalty. It does not work like that.
And I don't know if she understands that if you sign up with a company where they are getting your formula together, they're getting your product on the shelf, they're doing pretty much all the work, plus trying to clean up your reputation, making it shelf ready, doing all the marketing, they're going to take a percentage of it. So you aren't going to get all the money that you're seeing that it's making.
I've always been an entrepreneur.
Along with Chef P also lying about Dave's Gourmet and a lot of other things, Dave's Gourmet would also reveal that Chef P is demanding that they pay her $1.5 million right now. But even after all of that, the company said they are still willing to work with Chef P and make this product great. They think that she can be great with this. But Chef P would go on and say, no, you ruined me. You did this to me. And instead ask the public for the money by creating a GoFundMe where her goal was $100,000. As you can see, she didn't quite make it. Most people saw that she is actually the problem in this situation and she is destroying herself. So then she decided she's going to go back to the basics and do it all herself again because it worked so well in the beginning, except this time she will be different. No, not in the difference as in she'll send the product safely. No. She needs a different product. Something new, something fresh, something blue. Yeah, see, I know many of my returning subs know that I love to match my makeup and theme my outfits to the video, and some of you guys are saying, why didn't Michelle match her eyeshadow to today's video? Pink of all things. Come on, you idiot, Michelle. Well, this is why. Because it's the new trend, blue sauce. Just kidding, it didn't last. So Girly would swiftly go back to the pink sauce. Actually, she has now come out with a pink powder or seasoning, also a blue seasoning that you can purchase for $19, so then you won't have to deal with, you know, the botulism. Unfortunately, it seems that the damage has been done and sales are very low. And many people told her, maybe stop, nobody really wants this, and she recently would post a video to those specific people who tell her to quit.
To all of y'all that be saying, oh, just give up.
Who tell her that her sauce sucks.
Throw it out. Biggest flop ever.
You know, the idiots that keep telling her that her sauce is hurting people and potentially dangerous.
Put the fries in a bag. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
She wants all of you to know, especially you right there, that you will never stop her. You'll never stop the sauce.
All of this stuff to try to discourage me from going forward to my dreams. Baby, do you realize that I have a competitor that's $1 billion global company?
Yep, that was one of her reasonings as to why she will never quit, because Dave's Gourmet, a $1 billion company who was her competitor, begged her to let them help her when everyone was getting botulism bottles, allegedly, and getting sent to the hospital.
The $1 billion global company failed without me. It wasn't pink. It was like
light pink with black chunks in it?
Not pink, it was coral.
Oh, we're talking about after the black chunks were found, when Dave's Gourmet helped you make your recipe better so it wouldn't have black chunks. Anyway, that's how she knows that she has to keep dipping her chicken into this pink sauce and make sure to let the TikTok people know she might fall, but she will keep getting up to sell you that pink sauce.
Do you understand that?
And she is the only one that can do it.
That I am the only person that can bring the real pink sauce, how it's supposed to be, bright and beautiful in color, to fruition.
You almost killed someone. Like I said, there were reports of people going to the hospital and getting really sick, allegedly, because they trusted, not to victim blame, but because they trusted a TikTok chef that sent milk products in the mail and sat there in the hot sun for up to 5 to 7 business days. And they said, hey, it's on TikTok, it's probably fine, and it wasn't. And that was her original recipe that she's talking about. I wouldn't even trust her to put the fries in the bag. She probably would put her pink sauce on the fries, then hand it to the customer. I think among one of the funny videos of her trying to get people to purchase pink sauce is her mom trying it for the first time and her mom supposedly liking it.
Okay, so this is her first time trying the pink sauce.
And then the mom's response looks like a YouTuber getting held against their will to make a very odd and forced ad read.
So good. But what it tastes like? It tastes like ranch. You got like a ranch and it's got I think some spices, but I don't really know, but I haven't tasted anything like this. This is good.
Even a lot of her supporters are saying, maybe try something else. Like, you said that you can cook. Not every chef needs a sauce to sell. This video was over 6 minutes long and there was absolutely no accountability, no I could have been better, no apology to anyone, not even I could have acted just slightly better. It was purely just trashing the company that tried to help her. The company that said, I see something in you, Chef Pie, or Chef P. We can make this great.
The company tried to forsake me and do things behind my back. The deal went horrible. The pink sauce is not even in Walmart anymore.
So Chef P is still selling to the very small amount of people who support her that she's not the problem. Everyone else is. So she's constantly posting and talking into the void of TikTok on how she is the solution to making this product great again. She is the solution and knows how to actually give the people what they want, even though she didn't do that the first time. Post by post by post, she is under the impression that she was scammed by this company who made her look extremely bad.
This company really think they gonna take my product and get away with it.
Even though she did that the first time, plenty of times, before they were in the picture.
What do you mean FDA approved?
But also in this video, she's saying she knows exactly what she's doing, but then 3 seconds later saying, no one's buying it anymore.
Person have to go through a storm. Like, these trials and these tribulations that I've been facing, like, listen, the pink sauce ain't made one sale this month.
Chef P is the epitome of, hello? The call is coming from inside the house. I know it hurts sometimes because we can be hard-headed and have a lot of pride, but It's not the company. It's gotta be her at this point. And many people see that, and that's why they're not buying her product anymore. She was the one that burned down the pink sauce legacy, but she continues to believe that it was definitely Dave's Gourmet was the reason to her downfall.
I don't know where the pink sauce at, where it's being distributed.
It's at AutoZone now, boo.
There are no details, and I'm held to a piece of paper. Someone is literally destroying my legacy.
Chef P, or Chef Pie, Veronica, the pink sauce lady, or the most delusional woman on TikTok this week, whatever you want to call her, is the perfect example of someone who probably should just give up. I'm not saying go to a corner and disintegrate and then cry for the rest of your life. I'm saying there's absolutely nothing wrong with putting your pride down and saying, you know what? I think I lost this fight. Let me pivot to something else that I can actually handle, that has value in it. She doesn't even have to give up the pink sauce. It seems she was doing great as a private chef. Incorporate the pink sauce. Well, I don't know about now with the pink sauce. Let's just say if it was still in good standing before all of the stuff she said, weird videos and all of that, let's just pretend. Incorporate the pink sauce and all the pink for these private parties or these private, chef things. She's in Miami. People absolutely love things like that over there. But unfortunately, her stubbornness and her willingness to always be right literally monster bit her in the butt cheeks, and now no one is buying any of what she called her legacy, known as the pink sauce, and she's on the internet trying to sue the company that gave her a chance.
I don't know what to do, but I just feel like being silent is not the solution. I've constantly been burying myself with isolation. I'm healing myself because I refuse to go down mentally, but I refuse to let my business go as well. If someone knows of an attorney that would be willing to take this case, or an attorney that would be willing to hear me out to help me with this situation, because the agreement is not even legal. The agreement is not even binding. The agreement is
But that is the story of the pink sauce lady, the woman who literally sabotaged herself from success. She was given all the chances in the world, and it looks like she still has not learned absolutely anything. Like, the company posted all of the things, and she's still saying, no, 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 no. It's a little sad, but thank you guys so much for coming. Please hit the subscribe button, and if you do, I'm going to march my big old butt cheeks into Walmart and drink a whole bottle of pink sauce while screaming, thank you, Chef P, and glug it down. I promise.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. I've been on the flex since flex on. Neighborhood all in your eardrums.